Wellness Rhythm Show. Find your rhythm. Live your wellness.
Y'all, let me tell you something that happened at my last physical. My doctor said, "Emma, your numbers look fine." And I smiled and nodded. But honestly, I had no idea what that actually meant for how I was aging.
Right, and that's the core problem, isn't it? Standard blood panels tell you what's broken. They don't tell you how fast you're aging. But a new generation of tests, called proteomic aging clocks, might actually change that conversation entirely.
And today, we're unpacking what those tests actually reveal, what the science says, and whether this is something real people, not just biohackers with unlimited budgets, should actually pay attention to.
Exactly, no hype, just the evidence. Let's get into it.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. David, break it down for us. What even is a proteomic aging clock?
Right, here's what I've learned. Your blood contains thousands of proteins. These proteins are constantly being produced by your organs, your immune system, your brain. And it turns out the mix of proteins in your blood shifts in very specific ways as you age.
So your blood is basically telling a story about your biological age, not just your birthday age.
Precisely. Researchers at Stanford, led by Dr. Tony Weiss-Corey, analyzed over 3,000 proteins in blood samples from thousands of people. What they found was that certain protein patterns could predict biological age, sometimes very differently from chronological age.
Okay, that is genuinely fascinating, because I know people in their 50s who seem biologically younger than some people in their 40s.
And that intuition, it turns out, has a measurable basis. The Stanford study, published in Nature Medicine in 2019, identified that biological aging isn't even linear. There are distinct surge points, around 34, 60, and 78, where the proteome shifts dramatically.
Wait, 34? I was 34 4 years ago. Should I have been worried?
Well, worried is perhaps the wrong frame. Informed is better. And that's exactly why this matters. It tells you when your body is under more biological stress, so you can respond.
Here's the thing, though. I want to make sure listeners understand the difference between this and a regular blood test. Because when I get my cholesterol checked, that's measuring one thing. This is different, right?
Very different. A standard panel measures specific biomarkers, cholesterol, glucose, thyroid hormones. A proteomic aging clock measures thousands of proteins simultaneously and uses machine learning to interpret the overall pattern. It's the difference between a single instrument and a full orchestra.
I love that analogy. So it's not your triglycerides are high, it's more like your biological body is performing like someone 10 years older than you.
Or 10 years younger. And that's the genuinely exciting part. A company called Juvenescence, along with academic labs at the University of California, San Diego, has been developing commercial versions of these tests. SomaLogic is another major player, using a technology called the Soma Scan platform.
Okay, and this feels like a good moment to ask, because I know our listeners are busy people. Whether you're managing kids, aging parents, a full career, is this just a wellness toy for the affluent? Or is this actually accessible?
That's a fair challenge, and I'll be honest, right now it's not cheap. Tests through companies like Elysium Health or through research-adjacent labs can run anywhere from $300 to $600 and aren't typically covered by insurance.
So it's not a Tuesday afternoon errand for most people, that's real. But let's talk about what you actually get from this information, because that changes the value calculation.
Brilliant point, Emma. The value isn't the number itself, it's what it changes about your behavior. Studies from the Buck Institute for Research on Aging suggest that people who receive actionable biological age data are more likely to make and sustain lifestyle changes than those who receive general health advice.
That tracks with my own psychology completely. Telling me eat better doesn't move me. Telling me my body is running 5 years older than it should be? Now I'm listening.
And the interventions that appear to most reliably influence proteomic age markers are not exotic. Sleep quality, according to research by Dr. Matthew Walker at UC Berkeley, is one of the most potent influences of protein expression patterns associated with aging.
Okay, sleep I can get behind. What else?
Exercise, specifically a combination of resistance training and aerobic activity. A 2022 study in Aging Cell found that people who did both showed significantly younger proteomic profiles than those who did just one or neither.
Y'all, this is the universe telling you to do the strength training you've been avoiding. I'm including myself in that.
And dietary patterns matter too. The Mediterranean diet has been studied in relation to inflammatory protein markers specifically. Research published in the journal Gut linked it to favorable shifts in proteins associated with immune aging.
Right, let's unpack the skepticism angle, though, because I think David and I actually see this a little differently.
Go on then.
Here's my concern. People who are already anxious about their health, and I see this a lot in the wellness space, could get one of these tests and spiral. A number that says you're aging faster than average without proper context or guidance is not automatically empowering.
That's a genuinely valid concern, and I won't dismiss it. The research on this is mixed. Without clinical framing, biological age scores can cause anxiety without clear action steps. The American College of Preventive Medicine has flagged this as a real consideration as testing becomes more consumer-facing.
So it's not that the science is bad, it's that the delivery of the science matters enormously.
Agreed. And I'd add another nuance. These clocks are still being validated. They're extraordinarily promising, but a single proteomic test is a snapshot, not a verdict. Dr. Morgan Levine, formerly at Yale, now at Altos Labs, who developed one of the most cited epigenetic aging clocks, has been clear that no single clock captures the full picture of aging.
So use it as information, not as a diagnosis.
Exactly. One data point in a broader conversation with a knowledgeable practitioner, not a reason to panic or to go buy 17 supplements.
Speaking of communities having these conversations, if this episode is landing for you, the absolute best thing you can do is like and subscribe. It helps more people find us, and it keeps this kind of evidence-based, actually useful content coming.
We genuinely appreciate it, and we don't say that lightly.
Now let's bring this home for our different listeners, because someone who's 35 and someone who's 62 might hear this very differently.
Right. For listeners in their 30s and 40s, especially the sandwich generation managing parents and kids, the value here is early information, not to catastrophize, but to calibrate. Are your current habits actually working for your biology?
And for our pre-retirees and active seniors, this is about shifting the conversation from managing decline to understanding your specific trajectory. Because the research shows these markers are modifiable, this isn't a fixed destiny.
That point cannot be overstated. A 2023 paper in Nature Aging demonstrated meaningful reductions in biological age scores over 8 weeks through a structured lifestyle intervention, specifically combining sleep optimization, resistance exercise, dietary changes, and stress reduction.
8 weeks. That's not a lifetime of suffering. That's 2 months of intentional choices.
Modest but meaningful, which is about as optimistic as I'm prepared to get on a scientific matter.
And I'll take it. Okay, so if you're walking away with one thing today, let it be this. Your chronological age is just your starting point. Proteomic aging clocks give us a peek under the hood, and the research tells us the most powerful levers are still the unglamorous ones: sleep, movement, food, stress management.
And if you are curious about testing, approach it with a practitioner who can help you interpret the results. Companies like Elysium or testing through functional medicine doctors can be a starting point, but the test informs the habits. The habits are still the actual work.
Y'all, thank you so much for spending this time with us. We genuinely love being your informed friends on this stuff. And if this episode sparked something for you, share it with someone who needs to hear it.
Right. The science is genuinely exciting here. And for once, the practical answer and the evidence-based answer are the same thing. Get good sleep. Move your body. Eat real food. Turns out the proteins agree.
The show is part of the VoxCrea.ai system. If you want a show like this for your organization without building it yourself,
go to voxcreel.ai and request a sample episode.